Thanks for checking out this video. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Today, we'll be talking about Dynamite later on, but on the show, there was an interview with Will Ospreay, which was kind of weird. He came out and he said that he'd had a neck injury for months and months now, and he said, I didn't tell any of the doctors, I didn't tell any of the other wrestlers. Probably shouldn't have done that, but I didn't. Wanted to get through all of this. And he said that after what happened, the angle they did with the Death Riders, went to the ER, got an MRI, and they said he had 2 herniated discs pressing on his spinal cord.
C2 and C6, right?
Yeah, 2 herniated discs pushing on his spinal cord, he said.
Yes.
But the good news is, every doctor says it's treatable, and I should be back for Forbidden Door?
Yeah, I know. That was kind of weird.
What?
I know. I was thinking the same thing. So the deal. I mean, the one thing is that
this is a real injury.
Yeah, the injury is real, and that yeah, he has that. It's shocking that he said he would be back in a month with 2 herniated discs. It's you know, the thing is, a couple months ago he was on one of the shows, and he talked about how he was, holding his son, grabbed his hand, and he said that for minutes he had no idea his son grabbed his hand because he had no feeling in his hand. And when he said that, and I knew it was a shoot, I thought, like, this is not good at all. And there's other signs I've seen. It's amazing the level of performance he's been able to do. I mean, the last match was with the Bucks and him and Swerve was incredible. And he hasn't missed a beat. He said some of the best matches of the year. And, I know that, he got bad news when he finally got checked. And it sure didn't sound like something that should be a month off. I mean, it sure sounded like something that should be a year off. And, the thing is like, when you have guys like him, it's very worrisome because, these kind of injuries, it gets worse and worse, and we've seen so many of the guys have just real damage. And even now, if you look at Will, you can see physically, I mean, he's lost size. I don't know if that's like in the shoulders and everything like that. And I don't know if that, if that's, it worries me because, it's like I see guys and I keep thinking, when I saw him, it's like, and he doesn't look like Tenzan, don't get me wrong, but I kept thinking about, Hiroshi Tenzan, who kept working and working and working on a neck like that. And, it's, I remember when, the guy couldn't even lift 30 pounds over his head anymore. I mean, that's how bad it was. And that, I'm not talking now. I mean, it's probably way worse now. I'm talking about probably 8 years ago, 7 years ago, when, these things, it's like, you can get the surgery. I know he doesn't want to be out for, it's a 14-month surgery. It's a 14-month period, like what Kevin Owens is probably going to go through. And I don't know, again, I have not heard from, him at that level of detail as far as what doctors have said to him. And if, but I was very, very worried, and, one of the things that I'm really noticing, I with Will a little bit and Takeshi to watch him in the G1, is that these guys are so driven to do this stuff at this stage. And the guys always were. I mean, in the sense of, I mean, Ric Flair, just as an example. Ric Flair, essentially broke his neck years and years and years ago. I mean, this is in the late 80s. And he just basically asked to do tag matches when he was world champion, until, whatever it was, a month or two, to rest up, working every single night, to rest up and, gobble a bunch of Percocets and just go out there. And that's just what they did, and the guys with that level of drive, it's just like the mentality to be that good is the same mentality that causes you to, do things like a Spanish fly off the cage and things like that, that are, in the long run, whatever, not always the best idea for longevity.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that notify button, and you'll never miss a video again.